for all the healthcare professionals out there, small and medium-sized practices who would like to save money, save time, and automate a lot of their processes. We are in the process of building some very cool tools for you. And here it is. We'll take a look at how we can simplify your life and your patients and help you with your billing, meaning try to get all of your claims paid, plus helping some of the younger doctors using AI for differential analysis, diagnoses, and here we go. As an executive at the company, you get a full dashboard of all the agents that are currently active. Now, whether it's at healthcare, whether it's in sales, face recognition, web crawler, all of these applications here are pre-built, and I will show you all of the templates that are currently available. Now, these are just templates that go on top of your current application and data. We never build anything that is living inside your database for security purposes. Your agents are autonomous. They perform work, they communicate, they pull, they push, but they never store any data. And everything you see here is a really nice view of all of your applications, your AI agents that are running across your company. So let's go back here and check out what we can do. And let's go here. So once we build a suite of AI agents for you, for your specific organization, so let's talk about, as we started in the beginning, specifically about the healthcare industry. So let's say, one of the biggest challenges that healthcare organizations, hospitals now, especially with the new legislation being passed, there's going to be various different cuts. There's going to be various different changes to the healthcare system, including but not limited to billing. But billing and getting your claims approved by insurance companies has always been an issue. So let's say I want to say, so natural language, bang, bang, boom. There we go. Okay. Medical claim verification, streamline insurance billing processes. This AI-powered solution. Let me make this a little bit bigger so everybody can read this. Here we go. All right. So let's check it out. What does this all mean? So here's a list of applications, and here we go. So we have an ICD coding tool, which we're about to release, which is a very cool piece of technology that is going to help some of the billing discrepancies, ICD codes that are improperly submitted, and you keep getting rejections. Doctor offers healthcare services to a patient. You have to wait for months to get reimbursed from the insurance company. What we do is we take historical data from your previous claims, submissions, approvals, denials, and we use AI engines to properly code all of the further submissions before they're being submitted. So you reduce the chances of them being kicked back. Let's go to some of our live applications. All right, so this is a very interesting one, a differential diagnosis tool. So what does this do? And we have some simple cases here, clinical case samples, that we've pre-populated. Now you can enter whatever it is that you're looking for. So any diagnosis, you can, tap into a large library of peer reviews and other data. Here's a use case for simple clinical diagnoses here. So for example, here, a 54-year-old male with progressive dyspnea and dry cough, lower lobe. So here it is. If you want to get a second opinion, a diagnosis, this is for internal use only. Here we can process this. So the AI agents have just come back with a case overview. We have summary of patient presentation, poor diagnosis mentioned, management, etc., etc. Of course, this is all should not be taken as medical advice. So what are the top possibilities? Clinical reasoning. So we have all of the engines that are built specifically to pull in all of the data from medical journals, reviews, and other open source databases, which we compare, contrast, and this takes seconds, and it's a very helpful tool. All right, so here you can see there's some clinical reasoning, some next steps, what to do, so on and so forth. Fantastic. Now, let's go to another one of our applications, HealthScribe. So here, we can upload a piece of audio, and as the doctor speaks to the patient, all of this can be uploaded, coded into electronic medical records. And instead of sitting there and typing notes, all of this can be pushed in automatically with the use of this AI tool. So, here are some samples. In case anybody here is interested in seeing this dashboard and play around with the tools, just DM me here and we could take it from there. What else do we got? And of course, we can always connect all of these agents to any of these tools within your tech stack, wherever it is that you use. So all of this here, it can be interconnected to all of your systems. So your agents can run across all of your applications, whether it's electronic medical records, your prescription, your connections to the pharmacies, etc., etc. So all of this could be done in one shot. Doesn't matter which application you choose to agentify. I don't know if that's the right word, agentify, but it sure sounds good. All right. So, of course, here, Azure, AWS, if you're running an AWS stack currently, easy. We can connect. Let's go back and see some other fun stuff here. What do we have? Actually, it's serious business. Okay. So now, again, we have a bunch of different things here. The NL2 SQL converter, pretty much you can ask almost like an MCP server. So you can go into your database in a healthcare provider's office and you can ask, how many insurance rejections we had. Simple natural language. It'll go into your database, pull all this data, and give you a breakout. Let's see. How many insurance were denied today? Spelling, always a problem for me. Okay, here we go. It's processing. So let's see what this baby brings us. It's currently running locally, so it's a bit slow. Better yet, let's look at our current database that's connected. So the healthcare database here, we have not connected a dummy database, but we have some here. Let's see. Show me a product table. So again, if your medical supplies and inventory is, one of your centerpieces, so you know where you stand in terms of orders from your doctors, you can ask simple questions using natural language to ask you, show me, my product table. So you can see a chart, for example, laptop, smartphone, this is what you have in your current inventory. So again, this is translatable into any industry, product, SKUs, whatever it is that you use. And you can see this in quite a few different visualizations, if you will. So let's move on to the next one. Another use case that healthcare professionals can use is a concierge AI agent. So this can automatically take all of your information if a patient calls in and automatically schedule appointments or show available calendars and times where a doctor can see you. Very impressive tool. This could be set up, connected to your calendars, doctor schedules. So very little interaction with the secretaries. No more hold the phone, please hold, please hold, please hold. A big time saver and a very convenient application using AI and natural language with a human-like voice answering. So we are happy to show you how we build all of this and even discuss a free POC for your specific use case. And we've been, like I said, focusing on the healthcare industry. We also have use cases for fintechs. We're currently working on a bank statement analyzer where we can upload statements, analyze those statements, show you red flags, where all of the expenditures have come. So for underwriting purposes and banks or fintechs looking to make loans to specific businesses or individual people, we can break down all of the bank statements and rip them into pieces and shreds and pull all the data so you can make the right decisions. Feel free to reach out and I will be happy to provide you with additional samples. Keep in mind, the beauty of KI in building an initial platform is once you are building one application, AI, your second one, third and fourth and fifth become a drag and drop once the platform is built. And, we are focusing on building this on open source so that you don't consume billions and billions of tokens and spend more money than you actually save, if that makes sense. Yes, it does make sense. So, this is not a GPT wrapper or some Claude wrapper where we're just building platforms and using somebody else's LLMs. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember, whenever you're using an application built on top of the more commercial known applications, such as Claude or ChatGPT or DeepSeek, anytime you're sending an inquiry, it's always a learning process, an iteration by the LLM. However, you're not training your engines, your AI engines, and the process of your machine learning. You're training somebody else's. So what we try to build is give you a platform that is wholly owned by you, that you train, that's recursive, and is not a ChatGPT wrapper. So again, feel free to click and subscribe. I will also send you additional information as needed.